Creativity is huge now in this lockdown. So fingers crossed at the end of this, the government realise we need art courses.
But one thing that really inspired me was having people who have worked professionally within that subject and can talk about it.
It's a bit of a cliche, but they do see the world in a very unique and interesting way, which adults don't.
I couldn't afford oil paints, but Mum gave me a pot of spices. I went, you know what, I'm going to paint with that.
It doesn't happen now as much as it used to happen, but they all came out without the style of themselves. They came with a school style.
That surface level thought, and you're just focused on something. And with meditation, it might be clearing your mind and getting really deep into a trance. And with, you know, painting, in a similar way, your everyday thoughts are gone because you're just focused on that task.
I went to uni. I couldn't afford oil paints, but Mum gave me a pot of spices. I went, you know what, I'm going to paint with that. And it worked.
Brilliant.
So accessible.
Art is just, it was always a subject that I felt very comfortable and confident. And
do it through the artwork because you can't articulate it.
An important thing as well with just assumptions that teachers make or that people make, like, you know, you wouldn't know what a rainbow is. Why would you have known it? And we just make all assumptions when especially in teaching.
And the decision was taken because I said, if I am a doctor, I can always paint, but if I'm an artist, I cannot be a surgeon.
No.
They want the honesty, they want simplicity.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So that's what really
think about a remembered experience of the child. So the child can think, yeah, I remember last week when we went to see Auntie, and then this is somebody painting, you know, somebody in chunky jewellery or something. Do you know what I mean? And
you know, it's like almost a visual diary of my life when I'm in Hackney. It's sort of
requires your whole mental capacity, and you don't think of your problems, you don't think of anything, just what you're doing in that moment, and that's very important.
Art is your human right. How do you want the world to change after this? Art makes you powerful and make a pink on pink paint.
So I think it's really relatable to society, to mental health, to the wider issues we have.
Yeah.
So I think,
there are times when I had time and times when I didn't have the time.
Yeah.
And I had a couple of exhibitions in which I said, I haven't got any paintings and I'm exhibiting in 3 weeks.
So there's a lot of preparing myself because I know that once I focus, I'll be totally focused and I won't look at anything else.
I think in that era, people really believed in art in schools, art in education, because because of all of these things, it's to do with the kind of ebb and flow of what's going on and what's around. And
the art is and that creativity it's a platform. So the more obstacles and problems you have in your life, the more you've got to say.
I also worked as a PA because I thought I was going to have to leave London because I couldn't afford to live there. And alongside all of that, I carried on working, doing, printmaking, doing illustration, doing the odd commission, doing exhibitions.
I'm not completely convinced all the time that it helps mental health. It can increase anguish, if I'm honest. I mean,
you don't feel complete, you don't feel 100% if you're not creating. So
I think at the moment, a lot of people are turning to creative things. Everybody's baking.
And Britain, it's part of a growing economy.
Absolutely,